I would like to welcome everyone to celebrate the completion of the new state-of-the-art Middleborough DPW facility. After 60 years, it is time to move away from the antiquated Wareham Street location and welcome DPW staff and patrons to their new home on Sachem Street. This project would not have been possible without the support of the past and present Board of Selectmen, Finance Committee, DPW Building Committee, Town Meeting, and the DPW team led by Chris Peck and all the employees of the DPW. A heartfelt thank you to all those just mentioned. I had the pleasure of working with many talented individuals on this project. It was a true partnership from day one between the town of Middleborough, Weston and Sampson, Daedalus Company, now known as the CHA Companies, and GNR Construction Company. This project was conducted during a pandemic with minimal interruption. It was truly impressive. Construction job meetings, building committee and subcommittee meetings were conducted professionally and with good discussion and a goal of completing the project on time and on budget. Mission accomplished. Before we begin the brief speaking program, I would like to recognize a few individuals. From the town of Middleborough, DPW Director Chris Peck, Water Superintendent Mike Bumpers, and Sewer Superintendent Todd Goldman. Thank you, Chris, Mike, and Todd, for your outstanding leadership. It's a pleasure working with all of you. Also, a big shout out to the employees of the DPW who are here and not here this morning. Thank you for all that you do. From CHA Companies, Owner Project Manager OPM on the project, Joe Sullivan, Chuck DelGilmoro, and Alyssa Chitante. From Weston and Sampson, Project Design and Engineering Services on the project, Jeff Alberti and James Barron. From GNR Construction, the general contractor, GC, on the project, Jeff Gilherm and John Dillon, who coordinated the day-to-day construction activities on site. I would like to recognize Bob Morell, owner of GNR Construction, who is with us this morning. Let's give everyone a nice round of applause there. So at this time, I would ask Vice Chairman of the Board of Selectmen, Mark Germain, to come forward to say a few words.
Thanks. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here today to celebrate the new DPW facility. My name is Mark Germain, and on behalf of the Board of Selectmen, we are excited to welcome this new building to our town. We all know this has been a long time coming, and that the DPW has been doing a great job in their less than ideal circumstances at the old building. However, they now have a state-of-the-art facility which we can all be proud of to serve the town and residents for many years to come. Thank you.
I would also like to recognize Selectman Nathan Demers, who's here. The chairman of the DPW Building Committee, Steve McKinnon, will now come forward to offer brief remarks.
My name's Steve. I'm chairman of the DPW Building Committee. This has been the first committee was established in 2004. Their charge was to assess the existing facility and make proposals for a location of a new facility. And the town committee, they submitted their recommendations to the town. In 2017, an additional committee was established to determine the feasibility and possible locations for a new DPW facility. The committee recommended replacing the existing facility. Now there's a shock. And they surveyed many possible locations. Came up with this location right here. This is town-owned property, so we didn't have to buy it. We already owned it. We made use of our existing facility, properties. With the assistance, naturally, of the townsfolk at the town meetings, we got the necessary funding to do the feasibility studies, get some preliminary designs, and then we got $15 million to build this facility. Weston Sampson was selected as the designer, and CHA as the project manager, and GNR was eventually selected as the general contractor. All which brings us to today's ribbon cutting ceremony. I'm reasonably confident that the DPW workers will eventually get beyond the sentimental feelings over the loss of the 55-gallon drums of various lubricating fluids in their break room, or the rats in the building, or the fact that it was warmer outside the building in the winter than inside, and also the rats. I'm sure they'll get over that. This has been a long time coming, and a lot of people involved. Bob's already mentioned everybody. I'd like to extend a one-fingered hand salute to the state and federal governments for all their assistance in this, which was none. The townspeople back this, and this is being paid for right out of general fund and our enterprise account. So there's no additional tax levy. What could be better than that? We're using our money to take care of our people. This has been long overdue. DPW folks have put up with if you've been inside that building, you know. It's probably one of the worst facilities I think I've ever seen. I'm surprised that they stayed there. But they did, and they did a great job. And now they have this. Thank you.
I'd like to ask DPW Director Chris Peck to come forward to say a few words.
Thank you everybody for coming today. This is a great facility. We'll do tours afterwards so everybody can see exactly what's inside these walls. For anybody who has gone to the old facility, you know how much of a, really was a dump, and the guys have been working here for 2 days. And Jeff Janess yesterday says, I didn't realize how bad this place was until I came here and went back. And that's when it really hit that, this happened, this is reality. So guys, this is for you. Take care of it, appreciate it, treat it like it's your own, all right? A few thank yous. GNR Construction, guys are great. Thank you very much, guys. Bob, John, Jeff G, wherever you're at, thank you very much. Our meetings, our weekly meetings, our day-to-day construction talk was, very smooth. It was a great project. The design team, Weston and Sampson, Mike's, I'm not sure where Mike is. Mike's there. Jeff Alberti, James Barron, I saw you. You're right there. Guys are excellent. CHA, Daedalus, Alyssa, Joe, Chuck, who's not here. You guys are same thing. Great. We worked great as a team. We made this happen. So I hope every project going forward in this town works the same. I won't be involved, hopefully, in all of those, but, it's a great place. I gave my wife and some of my friends a tour of this place a couple weeks ago, and, the one thing my wife said to me is, it's a lot of house, hope you can keep it clean. And, I just don't know if we'll be able to do that as easily as the other place, but we're gonna. This is a great place to be. So thank you very much, especially to the residents of Middleborough. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you.
Project Manager Joe Sullivan of CHA Companies will say a few words.
Thank you, Bob. First and foremost, I need to thank every resident. Without the resident support, this project would not have been a success. Next, I want to really acknowledge Bob Nunes. Believe it or not, he attended every single job meeting throughout this process, taking time out of the town's needs to make sure that this building project was successful. I want to thank you personally for that. Chris Peck, running the town DPW facilities, attending every job meeting, going through every design feature with this project. He flawlessly and kept his town running smoothly to ensure that his employees had a state-of-the-art building. And I want to thank him for that effort as well.
You're here.
Next is the people that you really didn't see a lot of. It was the Middleborough DPW Building Committee. From start of conceptual design all the way through closeout. Monthly they met, sometimes 2 and 3 times a month, just to look at all of the features, making sure that every aspect of this building is going to be for the next 50 years for this town of Middleborough. Steve McKinnon, he ran an iron fist through this meeting. He didn't let anything slide by. But he made a couple of great choices. One of them was hiring CHA as the OPM. Second, we put together a great design team. That design team, along with going through the procurement and getting G&R Construction as your general contractor, you couldn't have got a better group to actually get this building done. We worked through a 14-month pandemic without one delay in this overall project. We had suppliers that weren't working at the time. We resequenced a lot of the schedule to make sure that we still met the schedule and didn't go over our costs associated with this project. So I want to thank that group alone. I mean, they did a really good job. John Dillon was the day-to-day operations. As much as the difficulty he has to deal with each of the filed subcontractors he dealt with, he also had to deal with the headaches from Weston Sampson and CHA. So I want to thank him for that as well. One person that everybody knows in town is Ed Medeiros. Ed Medeiros is, he does a lot for this town. And I'll tell you what, just to keep it honest with everybody, he held everybody accountable for everything that was done with this building. And I want to thank him for his efforts in town as well. And finally, I want to thank the opportunity to work in the town of Middleborough. I've done 2 projects with Middleborough, both of them successful. And, the town should be proud of this building for the next 50 years. Thank you.
Our last speaker is Michael Richard of Weston and Sampson. Michael?
Thank you. On behalf of Weston and Sampson and our entire design team, we would like to thank the town for the opportunity to work on this great project. Public works operations are an essential service that are offered by the town. These operations touch the lives of the residents every day by maintaining the infrastructure that we all rely and depend on. This new facility will provide the DPW staff with a safe and efficient facility for the foreseeable future. I would like to thank Bob Nunes, Chris Peck, and the entire DPW committee for their support and professionalism throughout this entire project. I would also like to thank G&R Construction for their team-oriented approach during the construction that led to this successful project that you see before you today. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. Before we have the ribbon cutting, I would like to announce that we will have tours of the facility. Also, we have refreshments in the lunchroom. We hope you stay for a bit to tour the facility and enjoy some sandwiches from the Main Ingredient Restaurant on North Main Street here in Middleborough. So thank you again for attending. So ribbon cutting?
DPW guys, come on up.
Yep.
You or in front? Right in front. Come on over, guys. Come on over. You gotta go in the front, Jeff. You're small. I'm going up. No, you're doing it. No. You guys all come on in. Come on in.
Oh no, but you're right in front of me. Come on, Ross. Squeeze in.
Come on in. Come on. Trouble off. Come on in.
I got this on me. Come here,
Guys.
Nobody do gravity. No guarantees.
No, gotta get in more.
I promise it's my phone. Could be again.
Yeah.